This is video 2 in the series of how to start a lawn and landscape company. This video is going to be on professionalism. The topic for today is why you should never badmouth another company. So what am I talking about here? Basically, you're going to run into situations where you're going to be at a client's property and she's going to mention, something about her bush is dying, or maybe a part of her yard is dying, and you might see one of the TruGreen signs out, or you'll see someone's been treating your yard, so you'll ask her, well, do you have a TruGreen treating the yard? And she'll be like, yeah, I do. So a lot of companies will take the kind of the mindset of, oh, well, TruGreen sucks. You shouldn't hire TruGreen. And what does that do? So basically, that's going to make the client feel very uncomfortable because she hired them and she trusted them, and you're saying that basically they're ripping you off, and that's going to strike up a negative emotion in the customer. And what will end up happening is anytime they think of you, they're going to think of that negative emotion. Also, it comes off really unprofessional. I mean, you're there to solve a problem. So unprofessional, negative association kind of comes off cocky and like almost a little bit combative. So the one way you could approach this is, instead of talking bad about the company, you could say, well, it's possible that one of their technicians did a lousy job, but the company itself, I've never heard anything bad about them. And what does that do? So that's going to make the customer feel like she made the right decision by hiring the other company, and it's going to associate you with someone that is basically trying to figure out what's going on, a problem solver. You never want to take the angle of, oh, I'm the best, this person sucks. You want to be involved in your industry, in your community. So never do that. Never, talk bad about another company. It's just not good. So this is a perfect situation to upsell the customer. So you tell them, well, it's possible that they dropped the ball in this, this one thing. Would you like us to take care of it? You don't necessarily have to fire this other company, but we can come in and take care of your need for you. So you could actually use this in your benefit to upsell the customer on additional service, or repairing that dead spot, or replacing that shrub, especially if you're knowledgeable and can explain what is wrong with that problem area or with that type of shrub. So that's one thing. It also imparts a positive feeling with you. So it makes the customer feel more at ease with you, like you're just someone they can really trust, and they're more likely to let you do something and not get combative with you, or they might be a little bit easier going when you shoot a price at them. It's all about trust. You want to build trust. Also, you don't want to have that mindset of, I'm the best. There's nothing for me to learn. I've learned it all. I'm a professional. I can do this. I can do that. These other companies aren't as good as us. I mean, basically at that point, you are kind of sabotaging yourself, because there are companies that are doing much better than you, and making probably a lot more money than you are. So keep an open mind. I mean, that's super important. One other thing, it's really refreshing when a client hears another individual is speaking like this, because most other companies do badmouth each other. So when they see that and hear you talking, they're gonna immediately think, well, this guy's different, which is good. You want to separate yourself from all the other guys doing this type of work. Now this can actually go both ways. So I've actually had another company talk bad about us before, and it was over something really petty. It was a situation where we had taken over this guy's accounts. He wasn't showing up on time anymore. He wasn't, following through. He wouldn't let the customer know what happened or why he didn't show up, or just kind of dropping the ball. So they called our company and they're like, hey, we had a guy for 5 years and he's just been real inconsistent and he's just not doing the job that we hired him for. So I'm like, okay, well, when can we meet for an estimate? She's like, okay, well, I can meet you today. I said, perfect, I'll be there. So I go, I meet this lady. We talk about the property, what she wants done. I give her an initial price to get everything started. I think about a week later, we show up, we do the work, and she's real happy with everything. Has no complaints, everything's solid. She pays us, we leave, another happy customer. So about a week after that, this other company, I guess he decided he wanted to go work that day, and he drove past her house and figured he would stop and go talk to her. So he goes up to her, knocks on the door, and starts telling her how we're cutting the grass too short. St. Augustine grass is supposed to be cut at 4.5 inches, and the bushes aren't trimmed right, and why did you hire this other company, and all this. So he instills fear in the customer, makes her feel very uneasy, and now she's kind of feeling negative, and she has buyer's remorse. So she calls me, she's like, hey, my last guy just came by, he said y'all are cutting the grass too short, and the bushes were trimmed incorrectly, and all this other stuff. I said, oh really? I said, that's interesting. When did he come by? And she's like, oh, he came by today. And I'm like, okay, well, I can tell you what I do know. She's like, okay, what's that? I said, well, you have St. Augustine grass, which is a type of grass that doesn't like to be cut short. We recommend anywhere from 3 3/4 to 4.5 inches. Well, he told me 4.5. I said, okay, well, no problem. Would you like us to raise it up a little? Yeah, if you could, please, that would be great. I said, okay, no problem. Then she mentions the bushes and something else, and I approached it the same way. I said, well, how would you like us to trim the bushes? I never once said, oh, well, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. We've been cutting it, at the right height, and we know what we're doing. Don't listen to that guy. Because at that point, you're creating drama. This is business. It's about getting a job done, getting paid for it. You don't need drama. You're going to have enough drama as it is. So I hope I didn't go on too long about this, but I feel like it's important. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about it, and I think if you take this piece of knowledge with you, and next time your customer, you're in a situation like that with a customer, you're gonna, really stand out from the crowd. So try it out. Let me know how it works out for you, and I almost can guarantee you that your customers will like you better, will be more willing to let you kind of guide them and won't fuss about the price. They will also trust you more, and they'll call you more often for more work. So give that a shot. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you got any questions, leave them down below. Hit the like button, or hit the dislike button if you don't like it. But thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day.